Hello, Jesus is King. How's your day going so far? Oh, I forgot to change the live name. How do I change that? Can I do that now? Oh no. I'm gonna get on to. Oh, that's retouching me. Um, I have no how to change it later. What is it? Randy and Daddy's at Lowe's in Greensboro, so like 30, 40 minutes away, maybe even further. But they'll be back soon, I hope. Let's see. I'll check how far away they are. I'm doing fine. Hope you are. Let's see. Yeah, they're still there. Yeah, they're 41 minutes away. I wish I knew how to change stuff. Oh, let's start a poll. I don't know if I should probably start pressing these things. Probably not. I'm not gonna click on them. I took a little nap. I took a little nap. I just got up from it. I woke up from the nap. Daddy and Randy was gone. It's like they're hiding from me. They just disappeared. Yeah, I got up real early this morning to go pick up Randy, and then I get hit by Randy saying that Daddy's actually gonna go get him. I could have slept for another hour or two because that's how long it took him to get to the shop. I'm like, golly. I slept a little bit longer, but I suppose I'll live. I don't know if I'm not supposed to show you guys the bathroom or not. I don't know if it's supposed to kept a secret for the videos, but I haven't been told, so I can't get in trouble. We got a little bit in there. Not too far. A little bit more to go. Golly. About to slip. That busted my booty. Let's see. Golly gee, where's everybody at? Everybody's hiding from me. What did I do? What did I do? Oh, dude. Golly gee. Yeah. Golly. We got like, what, 3 people? 5 people in here. Come on, guys, we gotta talk to each other. I don't know. I can't make too many interesting jokes or say anything interesting if nobody talks to me. Golly gee. There's nobody in here. There's Randy. Not Randy. Hello. Oh, shows like that. Canceler. I don't know what that means. I don't know how I have the phone propped up, but it was like a perfect spot for the links just to blind me. Amateur says, if there's a problem, I'll be the first to write an opinion. That's fine. Randy says 40 minutes away. So Jesus, if you're still here, he's 40 minutes away. Amateurs is district listed. I don't know what that means. Maria said hello. Ready says hi, Maria. Maria says, where's your dad? Off. Amateur says, but I don't know why you hate this shopping bag for sale. What are we talking about? I don't know what we're talking about. Maria says, hi, Randy. Lotus says, hello, hello. Now everybody's coming in. About time. Maria says, we went to the store and 40 minutes away. Yes, they did. Amateur says, American. I am American. Maria says, nice. Randy says, hello, Lotus. Golly, man. Ooh-wee. Amateur says something. Hold on, you gotta let it. I don't know what that means again. Lotus says, hey, Randy. Finna play Geometry Dash. Lotus says, after running a few, just stopping in. Alrighty. Amateur says, let's see, Ryder Peter Bueller. I don't understand what's being said, I'm not gonna lie. Randy says, thanks for stopping in, Lotus. Lotus says, to see the Timu show. Yeah, Timu's got a show now. It's called Papa's Here, capital P. Tim's over, downtown apartment for sale. Think. Oh, Olivia says, hey, taking Annie's kid to a trucker. I'll get pictures of Bobby for you all. Trick or treat, you mean? Lotus says, you tired as hell, Justin? Yeah. Lotus says, what's up, Olivia? I don't know, I have a feeling in my right peaky toe. Olivia likes little boys. Little boys. Oh, I'm getting Netflix notification. No. Notices. Is that a NDB hat? Sweet. Yeah. I snagged this from Randy's truck. So, fair game. It's fair game. Lady says, bye, y'all. Bye, y'all. Can never stay in the live for longer than 2 seconds. Carolina says, hello, folks. Hello, Mr. Carolina. Olivia said, shut up, Justin. Yeah. I don't hear you denying it, so it sounds like I'm correct. Randy says, hey, Carolina. About to give Carmen a call. See where the world she's at. Like, maybe says Randy Justin's being mean. He can't do anything. He's 40 minutes away. Stay away. Lotus, to stop it, you're making me yawn. Well, that's not my fault. That's not my fault. Mm. Mm-mm. Carolina says just popping in to say hey and smash the like button. Thank you. Olivia says yeah, me either. Taylor says hey. Randy says you've been sleeping all day. Wrong. Thanks to Carolina. Hey Taylor. Olivia says again bye y'all. She spelled bye wrong this time. But it'll be alright. Well, this is someone get teaming with coffee or energy drink or something. They usually don't do anything for me. It's gonna be cold tonight, like I have a feeling. I keep seeing the guy post his girlfriend in 3 days. Yeah. I'm gonna call you in 10. Can you give me a bike? I'm poor, so sadly I cannot. If I had money to give out a bike, maybe, but I don't. Taylor says, hey, never done projects, games. This has been pretty hard to type out, I'm not gonna lie. Tenses, where are you? North Carolina. I'm off in the deep end. Wait, can I hit the video right here and change the name? Oh, I can. I think that's how to do it. It's changed to Hump Day Live. Look at that. I knew what I was doing. Randy says, don't worry, we'll be 30 minutes away. 10 says, can I see your car? Give me just a second. Lotus says, did you guys throw him under the bus for the live? Yeah, they left me. Yeah, they left me here. Since he wants to see the cars, I must oblige. It's raining outside, so you get to look through the window. There's the Duramax. There's the GMC Volvo. There's the Z28. There's another truck we just bought. Here's another Z28. Here's another Z28 with that an engine, non-existent. Here's a 1970 C10. We're in the midst of LS swapping that one. Here's a 1971 C10. Now I turn around. Here's the Mac. Oh, well, yeah, I do have to walk outside. Oh man, they locked the top lock. I can't go outside, man. Oh man, dang. During that interaction, I lost all the viewership. Huh? Well, some of them's back. Good morning. Can you, let's see. Tin says, can I have Poppy? What? John T says hello. Randy says, hey John T. Lotus is Vivo. This is the black one, should be Timu's, just throw a V6 in it. Lol, gotta run, be back later. Tin says, can you rest some of your cars? Huh? Randy says, no kidding, he needs to put work in and put a V6 in it, for sure. Tin says, can you rave it for? Jane says, hey Randy, hey Justin, Randy, Lotus, Big Mars, Liv, Jordan. Randy says, hey Jane. Maria says, hello Jane. Jane says, where's Pops? Tin says, can you, question mark, lift your cars for us? Like, pick them up? No, sadly not. Randy says, we on the way back from the store. Maria says, he's somewhere on this earth. Randy says, 22 minutes away. Jane, Jesus is back. Tin says, can you buy me a phone? How are you viewing it live without a phone, man? Randy says, welcome back, Jesus. Agreed. Wait. Golly. Jane says, hi, Jordan. Randy says, Jesus. Oh, I don't have this set up right. Maria says, he's driving the car. No. Jesus says, thank you, I'm always glad to be back, lol. Jesus says, hey guys. Tin says, can you buy me an iPhone? Randy says, Maria, Dad is driving since I can't. Maria says, oh yes, I forgot that. Women. Oh, it says, hey, hey, hey. Who's that guy that says, hey, hey, hey? He's a bigger man in the cartoon, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Maria says, are you both wearing your seatbelts? Yes. If you don't, in that truck, it beeps at you. Randy says, hey Carmen. Randy says, if they say I've healed Friday, I'm gonna start driving again. Maria says, hi Carmen. Tin says, can you reveal your car? I just did it earlier. Jane says, you gonna bash on women? Of course. Duh. That's my job. Ken says my father drives a Lamborghini. Oh, that's crazy. Hey, look at 2 viewers. That is garbage. 10 says I have a Lambo. Okay. I do. Marie says how much a Lamborghini costs anyway. A lot. And I saw one pop on my Facebook Marketplace earlier. That was like $186,000, and that's on the Marketplace. Jane says then your dad can buy you an iPhone. Exactly. Carmen's got to start typing some more, honestly. Randy says Maria like 300K or better for a new one, but they have SUV versions now. They're still expensive, even as the SUV versions. Here, I got you. Yeah, a Lamborghini SUV, the Urus, starts around $242,000 for the base model and go up to approximately $274,000. That's crazy. Marie says a lot. Wow, that's a useful answer. Yeah. 10 says, do you have a Lamborghini? I'll let you take a wild guess. Randy says, Maria, those fancy ones cost a lot. That's why we like the old broken things. Exactly. What in the world is happening here? Maria says they work as a race cars more than a regular car to have people buy it for bragging about their money. Jane says, are you at USA? I do believe so. Jane says, I'm done commenting. Did I skip? Which guy says stupid equals American? I mean, you have the right to your opinion. James says, Justin, do you see my comments? The only ones I saw was you're done commenting and then your dad can buy an iPhone. There's no other ones. That thing. Other than you're gonna bash on women. I answered that one. Maria, I'll go on my phone and see if it's popping up on my phone or not. It's not here. Maria says, just like you buy a fancy watch, $1 or $1K watch are the same. They will tell time the same. I don't know how to say your name. It says Russell Rolls. I'm glad you think that. To you, it rolls. Randy says, exactly, Maria. I like cheaper things I can enjoy. Maria says, I know people like to brag about their orange shirts. That's brag worthy. Heck, I don't even see on my phone your comment, Jen. Randy says, people like the orange. Lol, I am the people, exactly. Marie says some of them are driving a car right now wearing orange shirt. I don't remember if he's wearing orange shirt or not, honestly. I have no idea. You might be. Now he says he's driving a truck wearing orange. Exactly. I don't know. There's hydraulics in this seat. He's shocked, man. Work with me here. Perfect. Reese see I'm always right. I don't believe so, honestly. With 3 licking emojis. 10 says show your phone. Why? Jane says, did that go through? Did what go through? Reese says, what's the orange thing on the desk? A shirt. Jane says, hey. Those are going through. Yeah, 3 of those came out. I don't know. Reese says, hide it. No. If you keep being mean about orange shirts, I'll change into one. Oh, ouch. That hurt, man. Randy says, Maria, I worked hard making it. Well, exactly. Maria says, sad face. Not all of us can get our way, Maria. Ken says, see ya. Oh, that translates to him, her. I don't know what that means. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Randy says Madison designed it and drew the trucks on them. Yeah. Oh, yeah. 10 says 1 million? What does that mean? Ooh, wait. Golly gee. Marie says everything was perfect except choosing the color. Everything was perfect until you spelt color that way. 10 says I have my 1 million. I'm glad. Marie says I like my red. Reese says we learned British English at school. That's how it's written. Well, that's how it's written to you. Randy says we have done black, red, orange, gray, blue, pink, and purple. Ken says, oh, but heart. Randy says, okay, I hit the like button. I'll be listening to Justin mumble. Yeah? Racist difference between USA and British English. They like sounding fancy. 10 says I love you. Marie says why I haven't seen the black one. I have one. I've worn it. You just don't pay attention. Marie says, I need to see them all. Randy says, it's at my house I haven't been to in 8 weeks. Exactly. Maria says, except the orange one. You've already seen the orange one, so it's different. Maria says, I think I've forgotten. You've forgotten what? Maria says, I have a light gray one somewhere there I can show. Jesus says, never seen anything other than red, green, and orange. That makes sense. Maria says, you forgot too what you said 2 minutes ago. What? Randy says, Jesus, I don't want to mess them up working. Exactly. It's a good excuse. Good excuse. Maria says, only have seen the red one and the orange. Randy says, goldfish memory and teenagers are well, teenagers, exactly. Maria says, fish memory. Jesus says, oh, okay. Oh, I don't know how to say your name. Oh, Ali says, what's up? What's up, Ali? Ollie? Whichever one. Maria says, hello. Maria says, you came from TikTok. Ali says, came here from Maria. Yeah. Randy says, Maria sends a lot of people. I'm good. That's your job, Maria. You gotta get them in here. Jesus says, that's cool. Randy says, we can't thank enough. Exactly. Ali says you need to put her head of advertising. Maybe. She can take a pay cut of no money. Free labor. Okay. Oh, Leo, me, oh my. Randy says her mugshot is in the Randy files. Exactly. Marie says, as long as I'm helping you, you don't have to thank me because I can't thank you enough for what you've done for me. Fatal says, I appreciate you. We appreciate you. More. However you say that. Maria says, yes, I need to be the advertising manager. Maybe. I might make Carmen work in it sooner or later, since she's taking communications. I don't know what she'd be doing though. I don't know. But I believe in her. She's smart with computers, so she could probably do something. Randy says, thanks, Mira. We always can say thanks. Exactly. Ali says, I'm hearing. I don't know what that means. I'm not gonna lie. Fatal says, "Are you LGBTQ member and don't hiding this? I'm so proud of you. Look at this table. What table? I'm not. I got a girlfriend. Oh, you want to tell me that? No, we don't talk about that. I'll let her do them. Marie says, "Where are you from, Ali?" Someplace or another. Randy says, "I believe anyone can do anything, man or woman." Exactly. Rich says, "Hello." Ali says, "Back, Dad." I don't know that. Marie says, "I believe that's so." Randy says, "Hey, Rich." Marie says, "Me too, Ali." Marie says, "How old are you?" Marie is just grilling this guy. He says good stuff. He says 20. Careful, Maria's like 14. Maria says, "Nice, you're 2 years older than me." Oh no, she's 14. Don't let her lie to you. Maria says, "You're a college student with a question mark." I'm not. Rich says, "Hey, never done." Maria says, "What are you studying?" He hasn't answered yet. Exactly. Ollie says, "Nah, I work construction." Randy says, "Careful, Justin, you're almost the same age." I ain't 14, she's 14. She said she was 12. Mm-hmm. Ollie says, "For laughing emoji interview." Exactly. You're getting recruited for a job that you're not going to get paid for. Rhea says, "Nice, Ollie." Maria says, "When I said that, you're asking about 145 questions and it's like an interview." Maria says, "You're mean just like Olivia say." I don't believe that. I think I'm a nice guy. I'm the nicest guy. I think you guys are just overreacting. Reaper says meow. Randy says, "Hey, Reaper." Oh, wait, we're getting some people in here now. Slowly but surely. Carlos says, "What's up, y'all?" What's up, Carlo? Reaper says, "Just got back from Vermont." Randy says, "Hey, Carlo." Maria says, "One word, I'll make fun of you on TikTok." That's fine. I don't care. Randy says, "Justin deserves it." Maybe. Carlos says, "Hello, Randy Jr." Maria says, "Ollie, how did you learn English?" He studied at 1994 says, "Hi, Grandpa, Jesus loves you." You were in here before. Carlos says, "Sup, Justin," with a fist bump. Reaper says, "Doing a hand haul to Ohio, then South Carolina." Carmen says, "I'm about to plug up my headphones to y'all and listen while I take a walk." The world are you walking to? Why? Ollie says TV shows. Maria says, "Ollie, if you don't know, that's the son of the bald guy." Maria says, "Nice, me too." Ollie says, "Yeah," with a question mark. Jesus King says, "Lol." 1994 says, nice son with two hearts. And Randy says, I'm going to have to turn speakers on to hear him mumble. Exactly. Jane says, Reaper, are you driving for a company? Ali says, did you just wake up or something? Actually, yes. Carlos says, hello, Jane, with a waving emoji. Reaper says, yes. 1994 says, Jesus loves you all. Amen. Jane says, hi, Carlo. Carmen says, dinner with Brady. Yeah. They have the area where my truck is parked blocked because they are currently arresting a bunch of people at the train station. I can't get across it, so I gotta walk. Ew. Randy says, Ollie, he has slept all day. This is how he is. I have not slept all day. Took a nap from 1 to 4. That's only 3 hours, not all day. Maria says, no, he's always like that. Ali says, not cool. Reaper says, Charles says, howdy. Maria says, yes, not cool. Randy says, hey, Charles. Maria says, wait until the father and the son arrive. Jane says, why are they arresting people? She goes to Charlotte. They do stupid crap, so that would make sense. Reaper says, alright, where's the bald man? He just got home. Maria says, the cool one. Randy says, oldest son. Maria says, the funny one. Randy says, shortest son, too. Ollie says, oh, so there's 2 sons, there's 3. Maria says, the height isn't something to be ashamed of. Maria says, you're tall in my mind, Randy, it's okay. He's tall, he's just not the tallest. Randy says, I've shrunk an inch or 2 now. Still not short, honestly. Randy says, I'm really short in the wheelchair. Okay, that's not wrong. Maria says, there's 3 versions of that orange guy. Yeah. Maria says everyone is short in the wheelchair. Maybe. And he says true. Oh my god. Alright, man. Carlos says hello, Maria, with a waving emoji. Maria says hi, Carlo. Here, Carlo. This is how she's saying it. Ali says Joe Swanson from Family Guy. Yeah. He looks and sounds just about the same. Maria says pink nails, are you kidding me? Like I said before, I'll let my girl go. It's not, it's common knowledge. Randy says, how you know you shrunk, haven't been able to stand since September, exactly. Brent says, what up, Randy? Randy says, close but not permanent. CSO says, hi. Randy says, hey, Brent. Randy says, hey, Chris. Maria says, I'm a woman. I'm still sad I have pink nails and only do red and black. I do whatever Carmen wants to do. I could not care any type of less. Lotus says I beat Randy. Madison says we will see. Lotus says hey Madison. Comer says you're. Madison says hey Lotus. Carlos says sup Lotus with the fist bump. Mike says howdy doody Justin. Lotus says sup Carlo. Lotus says hey Carmen. Carlos says hey Madison with the waving emoji. Lotus says sup Lone. Jane says hey Maddie. Madison says hey Carlo. Lotus says Timu says I'm a big goofball. Exactly. Mike says hi Lotus. Jane says why are they arresting people? I missed it. Oh, I don't think Carmen's commenting right now. She said you're a second ago, but she's walking with headphones in. But I'm pretty. There's no telling, because Charlotte's a bad spot anyway. Because you know that stabbing with that Ukrainian woman in the train was in Charlotte. So. But they're probably like students, public intoxication or something. It probably makes sense for college students. Jane says hi Mike. Maria says arresting who? Just a bunch of kids.
You any more daggone depressing, I'm gonna have to call a hotline on you. Jesus Christ, give me that damn phone.
There you
go. Damn, young. I couldn't hear you the whole God blessed way back from Annapolis. Shut that door. Welcome back, everybody. Golly. I'll get caught up in a second. Y'all just wait. We got work to do. I took the live from him. I told him he sounded so depressed. I couldn't hear him the whole damn way from Annapolis. No, I just took it from him. Okay, let me get caught up. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, everybody was saying hey to each other. People in Charlotte are getting arrested again. Let's see here. Maria said, I think you say hi before Lotus. Lotus said, that poor girl did not deserve that. In Charlotte, you're exactly right. Beth said hi to Jane and Madison. Carmen, no clue at Charlotte. The stabbing on the train was beside her dorm. Damn. Maria, Randy ate healthy today. Yes, he did. He ate homemade barbecue again. Hello, Daryl. Beth said hi to Lotus. Lotus said, I'd last for a bit. Jane said, turn the volume down. You better. I'm a lot louder. Maria said, hi, Randy. Hello, Maria. Lotus, oh, thank God. A real Randy to save us from depression. No kidding. Why are you screaming, though? Because I couldn't hear him for 55 minutes. Oh, goodness. Timu has had a nap all day. Jane said, Timu needs some caffeine. Timu needs something. Mary said, he sounds like a cop when he enters the room. It's almost like I used to be a cop. RH3 in the house, says Beth. Oh, Daryl told on me. Maria, I was a cop, just so you know. Then I went to the railroad. But we have work to do, y'all. That needs tires. And I got him tires today. I had the volume all the way up and I still couldn't hear. I was the same way. What? Where you want to put this?
Don't let Maria sit at the table. She has a bid.
Yeah, I'm trying not to. Here, I'm going to go put y'all down somewhere. Boo! Haha! It's almost Halloween. Because this is Halloween. This is Halloween. And I'm going to turn it on the television up there. Well, y'all can't see it up there. That way, I can still read comments and the stuff and things. But in the meantime, I will put y'all right mirror, and y'all can watch us work. Now, where's the remote? I'm having to be to help out with the tire.
See,
Yeah. But again, I think she was trying to make.
oh, I know that, I'm just saying.
But ain't no telling how slack it got before they finally just slung the thing out.
It hasn't got too bad,
But as long as it's not sitting there bubbling up or whatever, I think it's all right.
did you find it?
No. Just figured what I was trying to tire. I unplugged something. We're gonna have to plug in the tire chamber.
Yeah, I unplugged it to get the,
I unplugged Olivia. Careful, there's screws on the ground.
yeah, I didn't think about that one.
Well, there's just two welds. No. Justin had it. This is Halloween. All right, while we look for the TV remote, I'm going to take y'all back. Let's see here. Let's see here. Do 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 do. Let's see here. Lotus said, "Hey Daryl." Daryl said, "So does mine." Lotus, Mike, big, kidnapped Mr. Sandy Claus. No kidding, man. That red was looking gorgeous, Daryl. Mike at Lone Ranch Garage said, "Carlo, how are you?" Lotus said, "What's up, Daryl?" Maria, "Now we can see the wall work. Nice." Well, I was working on getting the remote for the TV so we can put the chat up there and still talk to you while he changed tires, because I tried the other day. I just can't do it. Daryl said, "Not much, just sit down." Me too. I've been sitting for 2 months. Maria said, "And Randy's walking." Well, I ain't walking yet. Daryl said, "Hadn't done a squat today." Neither have I, Daryl. But look, they've done stuff today. Carlo at Big Boy Toys RC. "Hi, Lone. How are you doing?" "Thanks. How are you?" Or he said, "Hi, Lone. I'm doing okay. Thanks. How are you?" Smiley face. I just said, "Get to work, boy. You get to work." Lotus, what? I don't believe it, Daryl. Does he know where it is? Lotus said, "No sanding at all?" I don't know about that. Let's see. Daryl said, "For real, Lotus, I've been drained." Let's see. Ali said, "Mama." Either mama or ma'am. Lotus said, "I bet that dart looked like it took it out of you." Based off what I saw, I bet it did take it out of you. Master said, "Need to move those before I come, like to get them in the tires." Yeah, we got to make sure we move all the screws and nails, because she likes to get stuff in her tires.
Not that tire stuff, it's always on the side of the road.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, we got a few of them here. Not got them here, but we fixed them here. Maria said, "Ali, what's the first impression you take of this beautiful," in all caps, "beautiful family?" Thank you, Maria. Ali said, "They fun." Maria said, "Some of them are." Look, Maria, he's wearing orange and red.
I
Lotus
was
said,
fixing to apologize to somebody.
"You were fixing to apologize."
I was.
Oh, but y'all got to look at this shirt. The wonderful people of Mike and Beth at Lone Ranch Garage, and Beth made us these shirts. Dad's is orange, has the little QR code. Do a little twist for us. And the wonderful picture of us on the back. They said they were going to work on getting some better ones made, but I love them things. My red one is in the office in there, but they got me one the same way. It's just red. Lotus said, "Isn't walking soon, though." I will be walking soon, dang it. Daryl said, "I'll break it in Friday night, R3. There you go, Daryl, I approve. Jesus is King says, yo, Jesus is King. Daryl said, 9 hours yesterday slinging that 11-pound buffer will wear you out. I believe it. Let's see here. Is this Reem? Hello, everyone. Hi, hey, Randy, how are you? If it is Reem, hello. Yep, Maria said hello, Reem. I'm good, Reem. I hope you are. Carmen, we need to see that green one day, dark green. Yeah, I will do a dark green shirt if you're talking about that. Carmen said that's so cool. I agree. Maria asked, who are you going to apologize to?
Actually, her.
Oh, hold on. He said he was going to apologize to you.
Actually, Maria, I was going to apologize to you because this is the first time I've been on this side of the live and I heard somebody playing with something and it aggravated the pure living shit out of me. So I was going to tell you I apologize for playing with the pen because if it sounded like what that did, I apologize.
Yeah, that was just mildly annoying. Ali said tough shirt. I agree. Daryl said nice. I agree.
And
Jane,
I agree with Maria.
Jane said I need hot pink shirt. Lotus said nice looking shirt. Where's my black one? 4X.
I thought Jane said she wasn't commenting no more.
Well, now I'm here. Everybody gonna comment now that I'm here. Lotus said nice looking shirt. Where's my black one? 4X. Once you come down here, I'll make you one. Let's see. Daryl said Jane, Carmen, Maddie, Jesus. Reem said, wow, that's amazing shirt. You can thank Mike and Beth for the shirt. Let's see here. People's laughing and saying hello to each other. Jane said, Daryl, did you see how swollen Adam's hands were after he got done polishing his car? Carmen, all right, heading out. Got to go eat some dinner. Have fun, Carmen. Be careful. There's bad people. Jane said, my comments wouldn't come through. He's just trying to start something. Careful, don't scratch the paint. Daryl said, that's not far from Norman's. Maria said, why is he talking too dramatically like I killed someone? He's dramatic. Ali said, Meemaw, pass me the taters. Hey, we got some homemade barbecue over here, and it is smelling absolutely scrumptious. Okay, that's not far from normal, says Daryl. Lotus, I'm going to make it down there one day. All right, well, whenever you make it down here, give me about a week heads up. I'll get you a 4X large black one. Okay. Or better yet, you remember, we'll work on getting him a t-shirt.
I told you, but we just got to order some.
Yeah, we'll work on it. Let's see here.
One.
Mike said, I'll be to work at 7 a.m. No rush, Mike. Look, y'all get a sneak peek real quick. Look at that bathroom. I can't get too close to it, but look at that. We had to go get some more stuff for the back wall. But that's gonna look real good with the black toilet and the whiskey barrels and all that goodness. Mike, you know what? You've done such a good job. You can come in at 8 o'clock. Your time. Careful. I had to get you one time before. Let's see. Jane said, I don't think YouTube likes the word FAT. No, they don't. Lotus said, did you kill someone, Maria? Ooh, there's the question of the day. Mike said, is that okay, boss? Mike, you come in whenever you want, buddy. You ain't here to work. You're here to enjoy your time. Lotus said, you shouldn't do that unless you really need to. What are we doing? I've done forgot. Kill someone? Maria said, yes. Please apologize for me annoying my ears because of that pen. Well, after hearing him click that damn tripod, I get it. Madison said, don't let them make you work, Mike. You're the guest. Exactly. Maria said, nobody knows, Lotus, ... Maria is secretly a serial killer. And she said, but I'm sure I killed Randy's orange dreams. And she's happy about it. Like some other people. Mike said, why? Thank you, Randy. Mike, you need to have fun. Lotus said, we would help you hide the body, but you live too far away. Let's see. That should have a good enough view right there, right there. I'm going to let y'all in on a secret. This is the wall, the practical impact we have. Yes, it is. Madison, you can say what you
Anybody that
want.
likes to walk can have this damn thing.
This DeWalt Impact is the shittiest thing I think we have here, besides me. And Madison, I am as sweet as I like my tea.
And live's the thing.
Kiss my ass. Madison said, huh? Can't hear you.
Too much bullshit coming out of somebody's mouth.
Yep. Maria said, I don't need your help, Lotus. I already have enough help. See, all these people she gets to come into live, secretly, they're just all in a gang together, and they all work together to hide the bodies.
They come in to keep her from killing them.
Yeah. Maria's walking down the street. You're going to go watch this live, or I swear to God, it'll bury you. Let's see here. Lotus said, that's DeWalt for you. Milwaukee would have done spun the whole stud out by now. Yes, it would have.
Here, and then it took the back ones loose.
Yep. Madison said, so unsweet tea. Got it. Bull crap, I like my tea sweet. Lotus said, I'm just trying to be helpful. Me too, Lotus, but I can't do anything. How much air are you running these bad boys?
Probably 40.
Okay.
40 sounds like a good number to me.
Hello.
If there's anything I can do to help you, just let me know. I'll bring you the tire. I'm going to first load. I need that. Just not gonna come down? I don't know, something's wrong. Something's going on with Justin not to feel like I'm supposed to.
That's kind of what I figured. Somebody said something.
Something has went on or something, cause he's not,
Let's see here. Maria said, "Elo, how did you know my secret?" Don't worry about how I know your secret. It's how I know my secret.
just like the belly dancing, we know what goes on.
See, we work for the FBI. Jane said, Maria, did you hide the dead bodies at Randy's shop? Why do you think I got a pond back there full of alligators, ducks, sharks, and what was the other thing?
Just 3 things, out
Yeah.
ducks and sharks.
Yep. Maria said, I put a gun on my friend's head and forced him to watch the lives. I approve of this message. Mike said, you're right, Lotus. I got a Milwaukee and it kicks butt. Our Milwaukee's actually in a box in the big office.
When it worked good.
Oh, yeah.
It's just the battery
Yep.
wasn't good.
No, the battery was great, but
Battery wasn't getting connection.
yeah, it wouldn't work anymore, and I need to send it back for warranty, but I hadn't. But that is exactly right, Mike. Milwaukee kicks butt. Well, says she throws them in Boggy's pond. Maria said, you either enjoy it or die. There's no other choice. Madison said, school projects. That's an inside joke on why she said she wasn't allowed at the house. Said we had school projects of dead bodies. So keep on.
I saw that. Okay. Yellow goes the basket or red?
Yellow does. Yellow's the line as far as the wheel, and red's the heavy. Good time. I will. Might want to, these are still decent. Be good for a damn spare. Well, never mind, look at that. You need to line. Yeah, what I want to say.
Like, somebody, I can't tell if that's grandma or.
I will be right there.
Hello. Let me get called up. Let's see here. Where were we? Madison sent a bunch of pictures of us looking weird. Madison, it's not showing you as a member. Mike said, Maria, are you a mobster in Iran? Maria said, that tire is huge. That tire is actually just a relatively normal sized tire. It's a stock size for this truck. But it is a 275/55/20, so it's approximately 9.5 inches wide, and probably about 31 or 32 inches tall. Inches, I don't know what it converts to for centimeters.
She don't like us using.
Well, we won 2 world wars back to back, so we use that measurement.
I'd rather use theirs, to be honest with you. I like millimeters. It's 1, 2, 3, 1's for 1, 2's for 2. That.
Oh my
quarter,
God.
all that.
Oh my God. Y'all, did y'all just hear that? Terrorist. Let's see, Lotus said, is Pops going to break those tires in proper tonight? Well, Lotus, it is raining cats and dogs out there, so it would be like that burnout from that Hyundai, where a burnout in the rain just doesn't really count. Maria said, Iran, seriously? She's in Iraq, if you didn't know. Ali sent, no, Mike did.
Oh.
Ali sent a picture of a pig. Oink, oink. Lotus said, Iraq. Maria's breathing heavy now. Ali said, Meemaw.
It's going to be right there. That's where it's going to be.
Okay. Well, yours on almost every single one of your tires wasn't lined up before. Madison's laughing, sent another picture of me. Maria said, but yes, I am. I have a gang in our neighborhood that's called Haters of Orange. Dang, y'all must not like those orange trees. Y'all would hate California, like most of us do over here in America land. Mike said, my bad, Maria. Careful, Mike. She holds grudges. Maria said, ask Ali. He's in my gang. Grandma Vic, hello. Carlos sending a bunch of our members' pictures. Ali said, true, she the boss. Grandma said, sorry I'm late. Oh, hey, it's okay, Grandma. Glad to have you in. Maria said, hi, Grandma. Mike said, I thought so true. Carlo, Big Boy Toys, is waving. Hello, Grandma. Lone Wrench Garage, a.k.a. Mike. Mike. Hey, Mike. What day is it, Mike? Hump day! Okay. Lotus said she's an orangephobe. Apparently. Grandma said, was getting an echo of the heart done and just got home not too long ago. Well, I'm hoping that echo of the heart went well, Grandma. I know that's no easy thing to have done because it's definitely stressful, but I hope that went well. Let's see. Grandma was saying hey to each other. Mike said, Lotus, does she see orange when she gets mad instead of red? I think she does. She's going to crap when she hears orange is the new black. Lotus said, LOL, she might. Grandma said, hi, Randy3. How do you feel today? I feel absolutely good enough to be here, Grandma. I am very happy to be spending time at the shop again. And I am feeling as in pain-wise. I don't have any pain. So I'm really hoping for some good news on Friday. Reem said there are too many different things between Iran and Iraq. We are not the same. Well, it's like saying that Americans and Canadians are the same. So I get it. Mike said, I don't want to get on Maria's hit list. I think we are on Maria's hit list, Mike, so just be careful. I got to be careful next time I go start my truck. Grandma said, don't know yet. Okay, that's the hard part's waiting. Lotus said, yeah, be careful, them fighting words for them. Yeah. No problem, Grandma. I understand. They did all kinds of stuff whenever I went to the hospital in July, and it was not easy to have it done. Maria said, there's stories behind me hating orange. It's not that simple. Well, whenever you post a short, you don't have to show us what you look like or anything. You could just post an audio and just tell us a story. But Maria said, he thinks I hate orange because of him. Grandma, I'm so happy for you. Thank you, Grandma. Ali said, orange on orange crime. Grandma said, I'll be praying for good news for you. I'll be praying for good news for you as well, Grandma. I think we're going to be okay. Oh, I know we're going to be okay. It's just I hope the timeline is what I want it to be. Maria said, nobody wants to be on my blacklist. I'll be on your blacklist. I wouldn't be the first one on there. Reem said, Maria, you have a trauma with orange? Lotus said, do you yell at random people wearing orange? Maria said, yes.
Damn it, Randy!
Yeah. Maria said, yes, Reem. Grandma Vic said, hello, Maria, just kidding with you. Well, I think everybody that comes in our chats understand that we kid around with each other a lot. What you looking for?
Well, that one's hitting my thing.
Next size down.
That's what I'm saying, it ain't it.
It doesn't have to go all the way in. It just needs to go in just far enough. Is it not?
No, it's hitting my thing, that's what I'm saying.
Hitting your spokes?
Yeah.
Ooh. Crap. I don't know. Unless you have that giant cone right there. Will that giant cone on the bottom left work? What's that thing with the spring?
What's what thing with the spring?
This thing. Up there.
This?
Yeah.
No idea.
Okay. Let's see here. Maria said, no, I don't. I'm not that crazy. I thought she said, I'm just that crazy. That might be hard as shit to balance it, but I mean, we'll see what it does. Maria said, and you think I talk in English perfectly without stuttering? Oh, I stutter a lot. So if you did without stuttering, I would be jealous. All right, so you remember the steps, don't you? You don't do that yet. Oh, I guess so. Okay, he's going to dynamic balance these bad boys. Lotus said, do you hate orange chicken? Ooh, I like orange chicken. Okay. So now you get the little clamp things here. And you go from your bead to your bead. It should be 8.5.
Eight and 3/4.
8.5. Let's see here.
And then it's,
Dennis the Menace at Twisted Mopar Garage, everybody.
why does it do that 19.6?
No idea, but just correct it, click it, and do 20.
It won't, it usually
Yeah,
won't.
nope. Just click the button where you see the little wheel. Yep, now 200. Yep, now shut the hood.
Every time I did it before, it back it back down.
Huh. Well, let's see how it does. But good evening, Dennis the Menace. Ali said, I saw on Maria's TikTok. Yes, that's why I don't like dynamic. It requires more weight. So what you can do instead of dynamic,
But I'm telling you, that's what they did, because there was only one place for,
you do outside clip-ons and you do inside stick-ons. So you do that.
I don't want no clip-ons on the outside of my wheel.
You don't want clip-ons at all. So I mean, you can do that.
Let's
Do
go
stick-ons
back to where I
everywhere.
had it.
Okay.
Just like that, and then I'll just go
So
like
I have these here.
there. These up here, big ones.
Yeah, those are 1/4 ounce. These
Yeah,
are 1
of
ounce.
them's half. Well,
Those are ones. These are halves. So I mean,
I need 2. Right?
yep, 2.5 and 1/4. Let's see here. Ali said, I saw Maria's TikTok that you got there 30 different cars or something. Oh, yes, she is absolutely right. It's not quite 30, but
Well, last time we counted, but
it is definitely over 20. I would show you all of them, But sadly, I am stuck in this wheelchair, and it is pouring down rain outside and has been for the last 3 days. So if I tried to go out there, I would get stuck. But I can show you what's inside. Mike at Lone Ranch Garage said hello to Dennis. Lotus said hello to Dennis. Grandma said hello to Dennis. Grandma said, oops, hi. Ooh, Grandma called Dennis a hoe. Careful, it's almost that season. Carlos said sup to Dennis. Mike said, Maria, no disrespect intended. Excuse my ignorance. You know I live across the other side of the world. Yep, and it is hard for us to envision where y'all are. Grandma said, Big Boy Toys, how are you doing? Madison said, hey to Dennis and Grandma.
That's the very reason I don't say anything, because
I forget. Maria said, don't mind it. I'm just kidding. It's okay. I know most Americans don't know much about countries, so that's okay. I will tell you, you're talking to Dennis and Beth, and they are extremely intelligent. Reem said, watching cars fixing is my nail otter pleasure. So I'm guessing you're painting your nails. Maria said, yes, it's just like eating a snack. Cool. Grandma said, LOL, Randy 3. Carlo at Big Boy Toys said, I'm doing okay, thanks, smiley face. Grandma just tried recently, started taking Zoloft. There he is. Ali said, what's your favorite car there? I am slightly biased. Grandma said, oh wow, but passenger seat in the floorboard is a hot dog. If you want to get the whole bag out, and in the back, in the cup holders, is 2 things of ice and some Dr. Peppers. Reem said, my new hobby. Well, I'm glad we can be part of your hobby, Reem. What you looking at? I wouldn't even worry about trying to use that. Use these. They're ones. And you need one ounce.
But I need 2 halves.
Why?
Go on each side of the 2
okay.
I just put on.
So that's these.
That says quarter, does it not?
Half ounce, 14 centimeters. Let's see here. Maria said, there's the depressed guy. Well, I think something happened today. Maria said, arrest him, little Randy, for being too boring. Nope. We don't need to arrest. We need to educate.
People don't understand.
Yep, there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that people don't know about, but we can educate. We don't always need to arrest. But there's my favorite sign of the building. What you guys expect from a Timu Randy? Well, I'm not always this happy. Trust me, most days I'm more depressy than Justin. Let's see here. I'll show you some of our cars, Ollie. Ignore the air compressor. Okay, good, it went off. So, I am slightly biased on it's a black 1993 Z28 Camaro. Burnout car, aka Fireball. Jezebel the Fireball Camaro. Dad blew it up in April in a burnout competition. Let's see. There we go. Excuse me. Madison said, amen. Lotus said, I'm sorry if something going on. Yeah, there's more going on than we care to talk about on the live, if you know what I mean, Jelly Bean. Maria said, like I would arrest somebody. I've arrested thousands of somebodies. It's not as much fun as you think. Mike's laughing at Lotus. Reem said, hi alone. Ali. This is my burnout car. It's a 1995 Z28 Camaro. Peep the purple wheels, y'all. Dad's wheels, you're going to love this one. Maria, you've seen them. Orange wheels. I painted those to surprise him. And I painted my wheels purple because it was my daughter's birthday when we were in Florida. And I think she likes them because, trust me, I would have preferred to stay with black. This is also a 1995 Z28 Camaro. This car was the donor after we blew up Dad's car outside. So we pulled the motor out of this one. And this one will get a LS motor. And it has a 6-speed manual, a T56. But that's it right there. But it is a LT1 style T56 instead of a LS. So we have to convert the output shaft and the bell housing to accept the LS motor. So we will do that. It's about a $1,700 kit. And then we will drop an LS in here. Well, you just can't, a Z28 Camaro, you can't put a V6 in it. We'll get him a V6 one. But we'll put all that in there. This needs a lot of front end work. so we might look for another K member. But Adam at Grease Spot Garage actually sourced us these right here. And they are actually LS swap motor mounts for these 93 to 97 Camaros. So we can actually use those with a LS style steering shaft. We will figure it all out at some point. This is a 396 402 big block from my C10 that we're talking about putting it in Black Betty. Not made a decision yet, but we're just talking about it. Carnage of a motor that Dad blew up. Intakes, motor that was blown up from my car. Dad's blown up motor. More motor parts. Reem said, I know all the car colors. They're very easy. Well, most of the time, we just named our vehicles by colors because we didn't really name them. But this is my C10, the red one. Hence, my favorite color is red, and Dad's favorite color is orange. But this is a 1970 C10. I'll give you a hint, Reem. It's the opposite of black. Reem said, I agree with you, Randy. And then this is Dad's 1971 C10. His is a Cheyenne. And then there's this four-wheeler. I think it's a 94 Honda 300EX. Absolutely beast of a four-wheeler. Maria said, if you know their car's color, I already memorized them. Well, Maria, we now have a white and blue truck. We now have a yellow trailer. The blue Volvo. Let's see. The Nissan, which is like 3 different colors, so joke's on you. Grandma said hi to Brittany. Did I miss somebody? Oh, okay, there it is. Hey, there's Brittany. How's Matthew? Reem said, great idea, Randy. Oh, careful, crack kills. Do you need some help? Well, look, I'm going to set this up where everybody can watch him work. I'll just hold it for a second. Here, I'll hold that out. Or is that the new one? Well, dang, you work fast when you're actually down here. I am going to get twisted all up in this air hose. If we get 31 likes, I'll push him over.
This is nice.
Oh, buddy, you're doing a great job. You do know how to start this thing, right? Okay. John Deere Model B said, what's up? He said, what's up, you guys? Dad is doing tires on his Intimidator, buddy. What you up to on this fine Wednesday evening? Hump day. Madison said, I didn't want to see that. On this episode, if I saw it, y'all had to see it. Oop. Carlos said, hello, Brittany. Lotus said, LOL, he cold. Well, it is cold in here, Lotus. It's like 40 degrees. You gotta keep that pushed in.
You push it in?
Yep, and then click that.
I've already done it once, so there's no need to run it.
Do you have it loosened all the way? Here, y'all go watch it. Just a minute. I fix. I smell propane.
Yeah.
Try it. There we go. And just like that, it's me. There's fire. Okay. That one balanced out fine?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Grandma said hello to Jacob. Brittany said, howdy, everyone. Reem said, I like the red one. Reem, that is mine, and we're working on finishing that LS swap. We started it over a year ago, didn't we? Yeah, because we started it at your house. By this time next year, it will be running and driving. Yep, so it's been over a year ago. Maria said, me too, Reem. They like the red one. Well, everybody likes Black Betty, and I can't get you to Black Betty tonight. Madison said, hey to Brittany. John Deere Model B said, watching these awesome guys. Well, I appreciate it, John Deere. Lone Wrench said hi to Brittany and asked John Deere, what's up? Madison said, hey, John Deere. Maria said, I agree with you. Carlos said, sup, John Deere. John Deere said, what's up, Grandma? Brittany said, hi, Lone. Hi, Madison. John Deere said, what's up, Lone Wrench Garage? If you didn't know John Deere, that is Mike. And John Deere, I'm trying my hardest to remember your name, but it's just not computing. Madison said, hopefully not cold and rainy tomorrow. I have my fingers and toes crossed. John Deere said, what's up, big boy toys? Madison said, at least not rainy. I can deal with the chillier, but being rainy. Oh, yeah, show that dang bald tire. You and that tire got something in common. It's bald as hell.
This is why I about didn't make it.
Yeah. John Deere Model B said, it's a me, a Mario. Joking.
It's either Jason or Jacob.
I think it's Jacob. Grandma said, it is here, Madison, with crying faces. Carmen's back, so, hey, Carmen's back. Where's your socks at, boy? It's like 40 degrees. Maria said, are you filming that for tomorrow's video? We got this thing called a YouTube channel, sir. It's on the tractor. I can't reach
Just
it.
ask that question.
Maria.
Thank you, Maria.
Tomorrow's video has already been edited.
You
So.
just didn't put the
I didn't put the intro, the briefing, so I'm sorry. Madison said, yeah, has been all week. Yes, it has. Okay, Grandma said Jacob. Okay, so his name is Jacob. I will do my best to remember that. Okay, Grandma said John Deere is Jacob 1. Gotcha. Madison, at least it's not flat. No kidding. Bobby Cahoon 712, baldhead. Hope you meant to say bald. Jacob said, don't feel bad. I can't remember nobody's names either. Guess what, y'all? All three of us forgot to turn you on. Thanks, Maria, for reminding us. Anyway, let's change some tires on the Intimidator. Okay. Mike said, hey, Bobby, hit the like button, buddy. Madison said, it says we're live, but it's just a black screen. Are you freaking kidding me? It's not working. Okay. Not sure what happened. I think I got it back though.
having been over.
Okay, we got it back. Okay.
Justin, lift up on that, please.
Not sure why it just had me put a Q&A on there. No, let's see. Let me get caught up. I am so sorry. I was just reading like hell. Grandma said, what happened? You guys froze? Grandma, I don't know if you're still here. Reem said, a gas bottle. Do you want to cook something? That's propane. And this heater I'm sitting under, Reem, if you're still here, is a propane heater. If you did not know, they work phenomenal. Slap Doctor 707 said no clue, just started watching. Well, hey, welcome in. If you're still in. That's Dad's Daily Driver, 2006 Intimidator SS. So I think the 2006 was the only year model that was a rear-wheel drive instead of all-wheel.
Late,
05?
05.
Okay, so they late 05 and the beginning of the 2006 Intimidators and the SSs were two-wheel drive, so rear wheel instead of all-wheel. Lotus said Randy messed it up. Yes, I did. I take full responsibility. Mike said, I think the weather here is messing with the internet. Yes, Mike, and the internet was already bad. Slap Doctor said, I blame the hippies. Make peace, not war. Madison said, wow, that's annoying. Don't talk about me like that, Madison. John Deere Model B said, okay, stuck on the load screen in black, what's going on? Not sure, but hopefully you should be back. Madison said, I just hear wow over and over and over. Grandma said, probably got a cough. Surprisingly not. Carmen was hearing the same thing. Okay, so yeah, Mike said, I think it's a connection, probably weather related, probably. Madison said, welcome back. John Deere said, here we go again. Madison said, maybe. Grandma said, welcome back, Lotus. Lawrence said, you're working now. Thank y'all. Grandma said, we stuck. John Deere Model B said, Grandma, what did you say? We stuck. Said, hey, autocorrect. I said, everyone stuck around. How nice. Thank y'all for sticking around. And even Olivia come back. Said, hi. Sorry I didn't get any pictures of Boggy for y'all. He is a org. Thank you. Beat up. Hey, beat him up. Beat his ass. John Deere Model B said, hit the light, guys. Carlos said, ciao, Olivia, Bella. Olivia said, hi to Grandma. Mike said, hi, Olivia, we missed you. Lotus said, sup, Olivia. Olivia said, hi, amigo, or however you say it. I'm going to put y'all right there so you can watch Dad work for a second. You eating both of them? Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Maria said, what's my apology? He has apologized 3 times. Olivia said, hey to Lotus. Jacob said, going on a cruise Friday, the Puerto Rico goes all the way around the island. That's going to be cool. You enjoy that? Dad wants to go on a cruise? Maria said, I didn't hear it. You clipped it. Don't you lie. You clipped it. You're going to translate it. Olivia said, sorry, I meant that he was pretty beat up. He has dual ear infection. Oh, damn. Yeah, I bet so. Lotus said he apologized already. What do you want, a formal letter?
I apologize again. I'm singing the banana song.
I bet you I know what happened. I had the phone eat this heater.
Got hot.
This son bitch is hotter than me on Friday night.
I'm going to have to get it away from that heater.
Y'all gonna look at me for another second or two.
Let it keep cold, slide over, because that hot, that thing's making me, it's hot.
Let's see. So now I can't really read chat very well. I don't get my telephone. Remember, it's not handicapped, it's handicapable. Question is, do we stay live until you finish the tires? Or do we still end it at 8? Out of respect for Daryl, we usually end it at 8. Excuse me. Let's see here. Lotus said he apologized already. What do you want, a formal letter? Lotus said, oh, dang. So yeah, if he apologizes again, he's singing the banana song. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Mike said, John Deere, we want to see video footage of the trip. Man, if you want to take a picture or something or a video, if you take a video and put a short up, please by all means tag us.
Put it on our community.
Yep, if you take pictures, you can post it in our community tab.
Yes.
Okay, so you can post these pictures on our community tab. Grandma said, sorry to hear that, Olivia. Hope he feels better soon. I hope so as well. Madison said, way to go, Randy. Thanks, Madison. Can't help, I'm just awesome like that. Maria said, you don't know how it's hard to see the live twice, sometimes more just to translate it. Well, I mean, our number one, self-proclaimed number one NDP fan should love seeing it more than once.
Yeah, because I thought she enjoyed herself. I hope that nobody's forcing her to do
Yep,
it.
nobody is going to make you do this. If you don't want to do it, you do it because you want to do it, not because we want you to. Maria said, I put it on 2 times just to save time. Well, that means you're watching after it's posted. So, hell, you help a lot even on 2 times. Thank you. Olivia said, his head has been in my lap as we had all the cars at the church, and he is actually, or usually up and active, so he is sick as hell and has to be. I believe that if he's down like that, yeah, he's probably sicker than hell. Libby said, gonna take forever because doesn't like when I try to clean his ears. He gonna need to go to the doctor. Jacob said, I hate it when it says hi. Thing pops up. I can't see what everyone's saying. I had to hit hi. Hey, you can send hi as many times as you want, buddy. Madison sending dad sleeping. Madison said, I want this to be me right now. You sleeping. Madison wants to be sleeping right now. Well, you can always go back to the barn and go to sleep. Maria said, LOL, I'm just kidding. I enjoy watching the lives even before I start the account. I would always rewatch them and laugh. That's awesome. Again, Maria, we can't tell you thank you enough. And Maria said she wished she was sleeping as well. We enjoy you being in here, Maria, but we understand if you leave to go to sleep because it is very early in the morning for you. Olivia said he has medicine. It's just trying to keep his ears clean is the problem. I understand that.
What?
Yeah.
That's what Nathaniel sent me.
Better not say anything inappropriate because we're on live.
Well, I have it turned down.
Okay.
So I don't know if it says anything inappropriate because I had it turned down when I watched it.
Okay. That's quite the progression.
Exactly.
Madison said, did you forget we have 2 children? Benadryl.
Thanks.
But if you turn on some TV, Addie will lay down. Allie, on the other hand, probably not. Lotus said, I'm a bit sick too. I hate it. I'm sick in the head. Every one of y'all hate it, but I'm doing just fine. They asked me at the doctor if I was suffering from depression. I said, suffering? The only people suffering is the people around me. I'm fine. But Lotus, I hope you get to feeling better, buddy. Madison said, Allie is crying in the playpen. I bet you that poor girl's tired.
Probably on the side of the playpen.
And she said, let me out. I want to crawl around and get in the stuff I shouldn't be in. Lotus said, I just threw up. I am sorry to hear that, Lotus. Make sure you clean up. Grandma said, sorry, Lotus. Hope you feel better also. American Eagle Outdoors. I'm back. It's me, John Deere Model B. This is where I'll be posting pictures of Puerto Rico and videos. Please subscribe. I'll send a link. Okay, buddy. We will happily subscribe. I will make sure I do that. If you would be so kind, just go to any video or short and just comment something and we'll have it on our comments and we'll go subscribe to you, buddy. Can't really do it right now while we're on the live. Madison said, well, whining. Poor girl tired. Lotus said, I will recover. I don't get sick often. Camera just went off again. Camera just powered off again. Huh. Olivia said, Randy, we do suffer because you tried to hug a tree and look where we are now. No, that tree wanted a piece of me. Just hand it here, Justin, please. And also, will you go to the refrigerator and bring me some of that sweet baby Rage? Yeah, Olivia, don't worry. I will be back soon. Not sure what's happening with this thing today. Oh, it was. Bet you. Yeah, this thing's getting warm too, and I'm not sure why.
What battery's in it?
Looks like a normal one. Let's see. Let me get called on. Recording stopped due to low SD card speed. Okay, so we're not gonna be able to record anymore until we get this fixed. Low SD card. I bet you what's gonna happen is I'm gonna plug this SD card into the computer. It's gonna say format SD card or something. Oh, okay. We might have used it. There's some right there. It ain't over here. But Tinker, aka Steven. Not our Steven. Different. Said I'm glad you're over being sick, get better later. I'm glad you're better, Tinker. Maria said, I'm sorry for you, Lotus. I hope you'll get fine soon. Madison said, sorry, Lotus. Madison said, hello, Stephen. Madison, it is actually spelled with a PH. Grandma said, hi to Tinker. Lotus said, thanks all. Tinker said, hi all. Carlos said, me too. I don't feel good either. Man, nobody feels good. Lotus said, new meds messing with you. Hugh at Grand Pitovic said, hello, everyone. I was going for startup tonight, and she won't read. Huh. I hate to hear that, Hugh. Man, you were having a hell of a time with that. Carlos said, yes, Lotus. Madison said, hey to Hugh. Maria said, I'll translate some clips from today's live tomorrow. Again, Maria, you don't have to by any means. Hell, if you wanted to translate our stupid little short from earlier today, of me putting drinks in the drink machine, that was funny as hell to me. Hugh said, I have everything hooked up and she's come to life, but no HP tuners read from ECU. I don't understand that. Carlos said, sup, Hugh. Grandma said, sorry, big boy toys. Hope you feel better soon, hun. Hugh is pretending to be an alligator. He's going, grrr. Hugh said, hello, big boys. Mike said, John Deere Model B. I just subscribed to your second channel. I'll be looking forward to the videos and pictures. So will we. You said, hello, Randy's. Hello, Mike. Mike said in all caps, Hugh. Olivia said, what is with all these men getting sick? Gosh, I can only take care of one at a time. There's a joke to me made there, and I'm not going to make it. Don't you laugh. Don't you laugh. Carlos said, thank you, Grandma. Hugh said, hello, Maria. Daryl said, man, what a busy night. Apparently. Maria said, hey, Hugh. Hugh said, hello, Madison. Madison's laughing at Olivia. Grandma said, you're welcome. They don't see it.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Maria said, I can't feel my ears. Can anyone feel their ears unless they touch them? People saying hey to each other. Olivia said, hey, Mac, Boggy has finally been put down for the count. Reem said, Pops, you did a great job. The tire is very clean now. He said, thank you if you didn't hear it. It better be clean. Those are brand spanking new. You said, hello, Olivia. Hugh, American, is John Deere Model B. Also known as Jacob. That's it. My bad. Maria said, I'm feeling good. Hugh said, impacts and microphones don't mix. No, he's luckily on the other side of the truck right now. Madison said, can't see different spellings. Tinker said, my brother commented on one of my videos and said I sounded like a southern arsonist or aristocrat, like the governor from Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Is this true? I don't think so. Hugh said, I feel great but aggravated. I can understand the aggravation. Maria said, I don't see the short. It's the one today. It's called I Can Do It, in all caps. Daryl said, that was an awesome short. I can't comment on them. I don't understand why people still aren't allowed to comment right. But I had to put that up today. I felt very accomplished the other day whenever I actually got to load that, because I was convinced that I could not reach that high. But by God, I proved myself wrong. People saying hey to each other. Madison said, I'm usually sick, so y'all can keep that stuff to yourselves. Yeah, y'all keep that to yourselves. I'm tired of taking care of a sick daughter and a sick wife. I gotta work hard enough to take care of Madison. Daryl said, Grandma, hello. Madison said, I can't either, Daryl. Daryl said, funny. you can be on a call and the video stops, but the chat continues. Yeah, I don't understand that. You said I may need to do a firmware update on the MVPI2. I've never heard of doing that, but hell, I got out MVPI3 the other day, and I plugged it into the computer and just looked at it. Didn't even plug it into a vehicle. There said 48 minutes on the phone, and chat kept going. Well, that's cool. Olivia said, don't go there. I was a Playboy bunny. Not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole. Grandma said, Olivia, where is my pinky promise? Olivia said, I sent it. Grandma said, just messing with you. Olivia said, email or present. Again. Lotus said, I didn't know Playboy did an animated version. Mike said, Olivia, I'm not sick, at least yet. This cold weather makes me want to be sick. That hot chili that Beth made was freaking awesome on these cold days. And this barbecue, Grandma said, oh, okay, let me check. Let me see real quick. You said if I would have read update, disconnect the battery, and try again, LOL, dang it. Well, there's tomorrow. That's right, we always have tomorrow. Madison said, ha, you funny. Thanks. Olivia said, no, for real, Lotus. You said, if you are a moderator, you can't comment on shorts. See, I don't understand that. It makes no sense on why YouTube wants to do stupid crap like that. Maria said, how did you get all that experience with tires? Doing exactly what we're doing right now, Maria. We have never done this. Well, have you done this before, outside of the 40-40 back there?
Very little.
I have never done
I did
this.
some, but most of mine was, hand.
I've never in my life ran a tire machine or a balancer or anything until I bought this place. And then somebody told me how to do it, and I've been learning since. That's part of why we don't charge a lot, is because we're still learning.
When I was 15, 16, I ran one in back there, but not very long.
Okay. Madison can't even open the shorts. What the heck? John Deere Model B, aka American Eagle Outdoors. Dang it, I mean. Lotus said tires aren't hard, Maria. They really aren't, unless they're the really thin, like rubber band tires. And then you will not see me put those on.
Now, I'll tell you what, come over and change the Honda set of 19s.
You mean Volkswagen?
Yeah.
I did the 19.5s. I ain't doing that shit again. I'll pay just to do the 19.5s.
And damn Honda, you can have it.
Volkswagen?
Yeah, I mean Volkswagen. Yeah, 'cause I called Ryan on them.
Madison said me, Maria. Yeah. We got a lot of experience fixing flats with Madison.
I never done touched one until when Andy married Madison.
Now
I
we
got
fix
good.
them all the time. Hugh said MVPI4 just came out. Makes me wonder, Hugh, if since you got the 2, if they're messing with the 2 so that you try to buy the 3 or the 4. Maria's laughing. Madison said, must be nice, didn't even bring me any. There wasn't any to bring you. There was no leftover. Tinker said, I haven't used HP tuners. I use Tuner Studio, but a couple things to check are the CORN port settings and if the ECU has power. Some USB COM port adapters can be a bit flaky. Okay. Maria said, I found them hard. Tires can be real hard if you roll them down the hill and get hit by one. Olivia said, at least boggy isn't contagious, and I wouldn't touch a real one with a 10-foot pole either. Hugh said, I did the update and didn't disconnect the battery. I just read that in Google. Oh well, I'm in the house now. Okay. So hopefully whenever you do that update and connect the battery tomorrow, hopefully everything will read. Jacob said, nobody could hear you, what you say about my channel because you're dad. John Deere Model B, aka American Eagle Outdoors. Maria said, I don't know how, but the apps I use suddenly try to suggest me a lot of car videos and how to change the tires and deal with engines. It's because this is fun, Maria. Reem said, I don't even know what he doing, but keep going. He is changing out the old tires for new tires. They were really bald, and at any moment they were probably going to pop. And with the rain, it likes to hydroplane, so the
They
vehicle.
wasn't that bad to pop.
Yeah, but the vehicle will ride on top of the water with the tires that flat. That's the whole point of the tread. Madison said, I told you I need a tire subscription. Well, lucky you. We got multiple. Maria said, I don't know either. Can you explain what you are doing? I get called up, I'll give you a tour. Reem said, I am still watching until you finish the work. Well, thank you. We got 3 minutes till Daryl's premiere. Tinker said, Maria, tracking cookies. Daryl said, I'm eating cookies now. Ooh, cookies sounds delicious. Maria said, it's not fun for me. Well, I promised it would be more fun if you were like working on the vehicle instead of just watching it. It's like watching water skiing. It's more fun to do the water skiing versus versus watching it. Olivia said, and Randy, do you know what a Playboy bunny is? No. If I lie and say no, would you believe me? Hugh said the ECU has power because the throttle body fired off and the fuel pump fired up and the check engine light came on. Okay. Hugh said, hello, John Deere Model B. Lotus said, ugh, no food. Jacob said, probably have to make your channel a public. Our channel is definitely public. We keep our subscriptions public and everything. Grandma said, good night, Randy. Thank you for your life. God bless you and the family. Time for dinner. Thank you for coming in, Grandma. Enjoy dinner. Hugh, you enjoy dinner. Hopefully we'll hear that motor start up tomorrow. Lotus said, all men know the answer to that, Olivia. Grandma said, good night, everyone. God bless you and the family. Okay. So, let me show Maria and Reem what is going on here. Let's see here. Jacob said, good night, Grandma. Sweet dreams. Much love. John Deere Model B. Hey, don't push it too far. It does that. Okay, so we'll start with the old tires. And we got one more back here. Yes, Maria. All men and women know what a Playboy bunny is. Q said, have a great night, everyone. Tinker said, you might have to redo the communication port settings after that update before it will reconnect. Okay, so these are his old tires. They're dirty because we just drove in, but these are like tread depth meters that come with all tires, and they are flush with the tire, so that means they're time to replace. This is actually the better of the two rears. That might actually be a front. Probably a front. Nope, it's a rear. Here's the other one, and as you can see again, we are on those. So, I mean, it is definitely time to replace them. This one was moderately betterer, but on these rear-wheel drive trucks and cars, the rear tires wear out faster unless you rotate, and we did not rotate enough.
I wasn't rotating, putting those on the front.
Yeah, so we weren't going to rotate the bad ones. Oh, I mean, they're not going to hurt you, Maria. Hold on, let me make sure. Reem said, it's fun when you fix something hard to other people. I know the feeling. Jacob said, let's talk about Grandma V. Make sure sure his public, because I don't see her on my list of my channel public list. Okay, we'll talk with her about that next time she's in. Yes, Reem, I completely agree. It is fun to watch somebody fix something, especially something complicated. Luckily, these tires are relatively simple. Jacob said, I didn't mean to put that. I'm sorry, Grand and Grandma. It will be stupid autocorrect. Maria, again, they're not going to hurt me. They're just going to get my hands dirty. Now, if they wear enough, wires will start poking through here. And if you touch those, the wires will definitely go in your skin. And they hurt like hell. Jacob said, dang it, autocorrect not having good tonight. Stupid technology. That's right. Lotus said, we ain't scared of dirt. That's right. Well, Maria, look at my pants. My pants aren't clean either. This whole building is dirty. I can't get to the sinks up there, so I'm not even worried about washing my hands. But here's the new tire. So you see here's the marks that I was showing you before, Maria and Reem, and you see how much tread is left. So if it gets down that far, you're running very low. Lotus, I am not licking my hand because there's probably lead here. Madison said he can't, Maria, unless he goes outside with the hose. Yep. What you looking for? What you looking for? Okay, bye. Lotus said that will gross her out. Yeah, no kidding. Maria said, I still don't understand, but I agree with you. Well, I don't mind getting dirty. Some people don't want to get dirty. I work better without gloves. Dad prefers to wear gloves. There's nothing wrong with wearing them. But this can be a very dirty job. But this is the tire changer. The old wheel and tire, that thing there is the bead breaker. So it will push right here on the tire and the wheel to push the bead in and break it, allowing you to get the old tire off, put new tire on, inflate it to your desired pounds per square inch, PSI, and then you put it on the balancer. That is not right. How much is it calling for? Yeah, it was bouncing up and down, so I don't think it's centered up right. Let's see here. Jacob said, what you looking for? Willis? Joking, right? What you looking at, Willis? Don't tell me you gone. If you gone, that's fine. Shoot, did you leave the key in the truck? Oh, okay, never mind, he got it. Maria said, my room isn't that clean too, so. Well, if you saw what this whole building looked like when I got it, there we go. You would be very impressed with how clean this building is right now. Tinker said, anybody else identify with what is leaking from a car but tasting and smelling like fluid drip out? It's the forbidden Gatorade. He's static balancing it, so it's just stick-on weights on the inside of the wheel. You gone?
Maybe.
We'll say bye. Okay. Don't you turn that shit down. Because I'm warm. All right, buddy. You be careful getting home. And love you, buddy. All right, we'll see.
Huh?
What'd you say? I said we'll see. Man, I hope you know I'm taking my coat back.
Alarm.
I'll figure it out tonight. I will be taking my coat back soon. Zip that damn zipper on the chest pocket. It's got business cards in it.
Wait, really?
Oh,
What have you done?
Need to take care of my stuff.
bitch.
All right, buddy. You be careful and I love you. Lotus said, yep, me too, Tinker. Lotus said, I tasted coolant today. I've done that. Joe Smith, nobody asked you to come in here. You can keep scrolling. If you don't like us, please leave. Oh, he just said something stupid. Lotus said, very sweet. Maria, at least Randy is wearing gloves. Well, Dad wears gloves whenever he does this kind of stuff. Now, the stick-ons, it needs 2.25 ounces. The stick-ons are actually a pain in the behind to get to go on there right whenever you're wearing gloves for me and him. So it tells you where it wants you to put them. You center it up and you put the weights on. Tinker said, my Dr. Pepper has had more than 23 flavors when working in the garage. No kidding. Tinker said, Lotus, the green maple syrup kind or the orange citrus variety? I like the orange Dex 3. Madison said, he don't have his own jacket. Well, I gave him a jacket because the heat in my truck's not working. So I gave him the warm jacket. It's the least I can do if he's driving my truck with no heat. Reem said he takes them off, Maria. Well, again, putting the weights on right here is hard as hell. Damn, okay, that balanced good. Livy said, hey, I'm offended. Huh? Olivia said, hey, I'm offended. I'm bit a real bunny even though it's a real corset.
Olivia,
You're the size of a
I
bunny.
mentioned you in the Mars Mid video.
It's not actually in tomorrow's video because I didn't put in the briefing.
I thought you said you was gonna fix it.
I can fix it once this live is over. I'm actually ran over 8 o'clock because I'm waiting on you to finish the tires before I end the live. Madison said, you don't have that many. Yeah, I know I don't, but it's okay. Lotus said, what is the ancient measuring device on the side of the balancer? I call that my tweezers. It tells you the width of the wheel. Reem said, my dad is working without gloves too. Well, Reem, most of the time, I would say 99% of the time, I don't wear gloves. And my hands are like permanently dirty for it. Yeah, he drives different with me in it. Maria said, your dad is smart. Yes, my dad is very smart. Oh, she retracted it. But she said you were smart, Daddy. Lotus said, clear maple syrup had to make sure it wasn't coolant. Olivia said, what did I do? I don't even remember. I have a goldfish memory, and I'm reading way too much.
She didn't do nothing, remember? She helped me do the briefing this morning.
Oh, that's right, Olivia. You just helped Dad do the briefing this morning. Don't worry about it. You'll see it because I'll add it to the briefing or to the video. Tinker said, Lotus, so someone watched you down a bit too much. John Deere Model B, a.k.a. American Eagle Outdoors, also known as Jacob. Said, I'll post something in your community post with both my channels if that's all right with you. Do the same with my community trying to get it started. Thank you, Randy, and your dad. Hey, Jacob, you're more than welcome. Post as much as you want, and if we think of something, we'll post something for you as well. Lotus said, nah, just cheap, clear stuff. You mean water? Olivia said, and I don't ask what the course said. I have had it a while. Oh, I'm not asking about that. Lotus said, all vehicles. Reem said, all bald dads are smart. Well, I guess I'm not really. Reem said, all bald dads are smart. Look, a muffler. Maria said, I need to get my dad bald then. Maria said, I don't think my mom is going to like it. She doesn't allow him. Well, Maria, my wife would absolutely be mad as hell at me if I shaved my head. But y'all want to see something? Flip y'all around here. Y'all want to see what a real cowboy looks like? Look at that. Look at that cowboy. Uh-huh. And then there's a baby. That's Justin. Okay. That is all from me. We got one tire left. Let me do this little spinny maneuver here. Whew. Tell y'all what. My stomach hurting. Reem's laughing. Jacob said, thank you, Randy, and your dad for doing that for me, posting it in my community. Anybody else wants to, they can on both my channels. Thank you all so much. Love, John Deere Model B. Well, I appreciate it, buddy. Again, if I think of something, I'll post something in there. Mostly everything we take pictures of and record goes in the videos. But might have to post something in the community and be like a sneak peek at some point. Tinker said, Maria, LOL, don't forget to go get some way. Apparently a little shine to the chrome dome helps even more. I said, you only have so long with hair. Thanks. Reem said, it's genetic, Maria, fortunately. Maria, yes, that was me. Certified cowboy, says Madison. Jacob said, look, his hair is flopping in the wind. No kidding. I got a little cow lick right now. I didn't tell me I look so bad. Maria said, well, apparently there's no women want to see her husband's bald head even if the hair was awful. Now, everybody has their opinions. My wife doesn't want to see my bald face or my bald head, so she broke my razor. Mike said, Madison, do you play that song, I Want to Be a Cowboy? I imagine she does. Maria said, a bald head doesn't suit anyone. And yes, it does. Olivia said, I feel really bad for Boggy. Hell, I feel bad for Boggy. Ear infections ain't no joke. I just keep running over these damn hoses. I said I should, Mike. That should be her ringtone for me. Jacob said, prayers for Boggy. Get better, and everybody is sick. I'll pray for you guys. Much love. John Deere Model B. Madison said, you lucky I bought it for you. Yeah, no kidding. Jane said, I don't think Randy's going to lose his hair. Jane, I will tell you now, it's balding all the way up to there. It's going to be gone at some point, whether I want it to be or not. Maria said, I meant it's suit some people, but not every man will suit him. Oh, I agree. Not every man looks good bald. But I'm not going to be the one to say a man looks good or not. Reem said, how old are you, Randy? Reem, I am 29, and Dad is 56. Jane said, Boggy is sick, or is the dog sick? Boggy is sick. I think she said he has a dual ear infection. And Lotus is sick. So Boggy and the dog's sick. Lotus said, how's the pain level there, Randy? Do you think you're ready to walk here soon? Yes, I think I am. I have no pain. Madison said it's receding, Jane. Madison, hush. He said he's 30. Don't believe him when he says 29. Oh my God. Madison and Lotus are saying 30 along with Maria. Madison said definitely 30. I was born in 96. I'm 29, you turds. Maria said, Lotus, are you sick? Lotus is a little sick, Jane. Maybe sick in the head, but he is a little sick. Reem said, he looks like 30, actually. Lotus said, super 30. I feel like I'm 60. But I also feel like I'm 89 because I'm stuck in a damn electric wheelchair. Jane said, man, y'all stay away from me. Yeah, no kidding. Everybody else is sick. Y'all stay away. Ray said, what are you going to do on my 30th birthday? Probably the same thing I do on all my birthdays. Go to work. To me, my birthday's not special. But that's just me. Madison said, they lied to you. Nobody asked you, Madison. Jacob said, I'm 33 and was born January 24th, 1992. Well, January 24th. Man, you're gonna be 30, 34 before long. Is that a scratch on your hood, or is it just right there above your normal light?
Oh, this?
Yeah.
It's that water.
Okay, just making sure. I was gonna say, damn, how'd you manage that? Jane said, 29, jackass. That's right, Jane. I am 29. Maria said, my friend said he looks at least 40. I saw that. Reem, I was born in 96. 96, 96. John Deere Model B was born in 92. Madison said, ha 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 ha, 40. I'd rather be 40 than 30. I hope you know you're doing great at this. I'm going to have to retire. Olivia said, Boggy isn't contagious, Jane. The weather hit him hard. Well, if it changed like it did here, I mean, y'all are in Tennessee, barely 4 or 5 hours from us, so I imagine it changed pretty quick for y'all, too. Tinker said, let's face it, men age like fine summer wine and women get jealous of that pepper gray. That's right. Reem said, no, Maria, he gonna hate you. Lotus is in his 30s, I think. Lotus said, Jane, can I come hang out at your house, cough all over, blow my nose in the curtains? Maria said, I don't care, he can hate me. Oh, I thought Lotus was in his 30s. Turns out he's 44. Yep, he's 44. Lotus said, I don't hate you. I am as old as I am. Well, I can't change how old I am. I just don't want to be 30. Maria said, you can't be true right now. I thought you are 20 or 25. You bumped your head, woman. Lotus said, I'm still cool. Reem said, come on, turning 30 is not a big deal. Well, it's really not a big deal. It's just for whatever reason, that age is bothering me. No other age has bothered me, but turning 30 has bothered me. Jane said, no, Lotus, you stay down there. Lotus said, I wish, Maria. Maria said, LOL, Reem, are you 30? Madison said, you already took the last 2 months off. Madison. Not by choice. Let's see, Jacob said, I live in Tennessee too. Cool. Boggy and Olivia's on Eastern Tennessee. Don't ask me the city because I forgot. I know it's about 5 hours away. Lotus said, please, Jane. Reem said, so yes, he is 29. Yes, I am 29. Olivia said, I don't know why this is bugging me. Well, anytime somebody like that's sick, it's going to bug you. Do you want me to try to get over there and help lift the tire? Let me get over there. No, I'll get on the other side. I'm not going to be able to do that, especially not with the phone. Hang on, let me get on the other side. Hang on. Reem is 30, so she has a broken heart and said, yes, Maria. Well, don't feel bad. I'll be 30 at the end of June. Here, y'all sit right there.
Too good till I get tired.
Well, tires ain't that bad, but they freaking wear you out fast.
That lid's barely on.
Okay, where was I? Lotus said, what's bugging you, Olivia? I imagine it's Boggy being sick. Maria said, cool. Mike said, 30 hit me pretty hard, even though that was a long time ago. Well, there's just certain things that bother people. And for whatever reason, being 30 bothers me. And I'm not even there yet. So I cannot explain to you why, but just for whatever reason. Olivia said, Boggy being sick. That's what I thought. Maria said, when or is he going to finish? He's on his last wheel, and whenever he gets done balancing it, I went in the live. Because I can't get over there and show you where he's putting it on. Lotus said, Lone 30 was 30 years ago for you. Oh, man, don't call him out like that. Maria, he has done 4. Those tires are, what would you say, 60 pounds each? 50, 60 pounds? But they do get a little tiresome. Tiresome. Master said, we're going to throw you a big surprise party for 30, and I will diss a freaking peer. Mike said, Lotus, 30 plus years. Lotus said, he is on the last tire, Maria. Yeah, this truck has 4. His other one has 6. 4 in the rear, 2 in the front.
My other one has 8 on there.
Yep, the Vivo has 8 on the rear and 2 on the front, so it's 10 tires total. And the new trailer has 8 tires. Jane said 30 was 37 years ago for me. Wow. Let's see, Reem said, me too, Randy, but we can't change the time. No, we can't. Let's see, Olivia said, does this mean I get my burnout? Not in this. And it's raining a lot. I have some 18s in the back that I want to put on to my purple 18s. Yeah, I was hoping the part for the lift was going to be here today or tomorrow, because it was supposed to be, but it's not going to be here till Friday. Because we could have put the lift up enough for me to get to it. Madison said, still got 4 years till 30. Ha, old lady. Maria said, another child, Madison? No. Olivia said, I'll be 30 in 7 years. Jane said, 25 bugged me. 25 didn't bother me. I had Addie when I was 25, and it did not bother me one bit. Olivia said, Boggy got 3 years. Olivia said, 18 really bugged me. No age up until right now has bothered me until 30.
55 bothers me.
Yep, 55 bothered the hell out of Daddy. Madison said, I wish, Maria, I'm not allowed. Yep. Lotus said, body getting old. Mind is still 25. My mind's still the 14-year-old boy. But my body's definitely getting old. And I think this weather might have something to do with my body hurting a little bit the last few days. Tinker said, I had to pay for my 20s through my 30s. 40s are great, though. Sometimes I actually have both time and money at the same time now. Well, I have neither.
Well, 50s is my best.
Yep, Dad's really enjoyed his 50s. At 54, he went down the drag strip for the first time. Maria said, in my mind, I'm still 15. I was going to say that, but I was going to let you say it. Reem said, it's hard feeling when you realize that you are old now. Yep. Jane said, someone said, growing old is a gift that many of us never see. You know, that is exactly right. Lotus said,
I'm
can,
off for a minute, I was gonna get the voice Randy too.
yep. Lotus said, can still out party most youngins. Maria said, why 55? His real dad passed away at 55 years old, and it's bothered him ever since then. Reem said, there's many things I don't do, and I know I feel it's too late. Well, I will tell you.
She's at 18.
No, Reem is 30. Maria is 18.
I thought she said she was.
No. But, I mean, you take, for example, him. We started YouTube, and he was 54 years old. We went down the drag strip, and he was 54 years old, never done it before. Went to events at 55, 56 years old. So you're never too old. It's never too late. You just don't have the energy you would like to have. So just enjoy what you can. Olivia said, I doubt that Lotus, not many people can out-party me. Maria said, what did he say? Tell him we can't hear you. His real dad passed away when he was 55. So that's bothered him. I'm going to have to set them up again on the table. Now I'm going to have to sneak away for a second. Daddy, whenever you get done putting that tire on, will you end the live, please? Well, you know,
All right, everybody, that's it. Let me get turned around here. I do appreciate all y'all watching, being here. Like I said, it's been kind of a crazy day, so thank y'all for the likes. Y'all be safe. Have a good day, good night whenever you're watching this, and remember, keep it silly. Thank y'all.